Man, this feels like some deja vu right here. What the fuck? There ain't no way.
We say our goodbyes and light up like fireflies, 'cause there's so many things left to explore. I don't wanna hold you back. Your heart is safe with mine, and I can't find the words to keep you, but I don't think I want to, 'cause we're living it up for love, living it up for love. Just keep living it up for love, living it up for love. Whatever is good for you, I'm good with it, I'm good with it. Whatever is good for you, I'm good with it, I'm good with it, I'm good with it.
What the fuck is this all about? What happens if I hold D? Show emote wheel? Emote wheel? Okay.
Alone, but then you called my phone. You said, baby, I'm sorry, I'm on the road.
Oh my god. Yeah, I think I'm good.
I know that you're coming home.
Hey yo. What the fuck? That's not what I expected to see when I fucking loaded into this. What? Alright, I'll fucking take it. Let's go.
We're living it up for love, living it up for love. Just keep living it up for love.
Now that's what I call good timing right there.
Whatever is good for you, I'm good with it, I'm good with it. Whatever is good for you,
Bro, I found the safe spot. Look at this shit.
just take my heart and carry away, carry
Oh my god. No way.
protect your sky. I won't let it fade. No, I won't let it fade. Good.
Okay, well. Right. Okay. Yeah. So that didn't
I'ma be there. I'ma be there for you. I'ma be there. I'ma be there. I'ma be there. I'ma be there for you. I'ma be up all night thinking the old days, but we've sobered up, we've come a long way. Wherever we cruise, I'm riding with you. Now that I'm back in town, I know I can prove to you only if you didn't make the walls come down. Now I got you, know that I got you, know that I'ma be there. I'ma be there for you. I'ma be there. I'ma be there. I'ma be there. I'ma be there for you. I'ma be there.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the episode number 31 of my new account experience. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Monday evening and that the world wasn't crushing you too hard today. For me personally, it's also Monday. Usually it's Sunday when I record one of those commentaries, but today is different because I do have a vacation. To give a quick story about that, well, I was supposed to have a doctor's appointment for today, so I set up a vacation from my 9 to 5. And then a couple days later, or a couple days ago, they were like, oh, well, actually, as a matter of fact, we don't have any doctors available, so we're gonna have to postpone it. But I didn't take a vacation from my job in a while, so I have decided that I was just simply going to keep the vacation. Also give me this comment or yes, that's what I want. Now, I at least will go visit my grandparents because I haven't also been there in a while. So that's my plan for the day. Still nice and morning though. I will enjoy a shorter work week any week of the anyway, so welcome back everybody. I hope you haven't missed me too much. Either way, I am back today and I am going to actually start in my pet yacht. As you can see, there was a slight little change that was in the montage. I hope you enjoyed the montage. I've applied some different techniques when it comes to editing the montage, and I gotta be honest, I am very happy with the way that this particular montage turned out. I hope you guys are also appreciating that. A nice little cheers in the comments would be amazing, fabulous. However, I do have something to do here. I've gotten 2 pets now. This one is Heal Magical, that's obviously the one I'm gonna be keeping. And I also have another Heal Attack Close, both maxed on level 50-50. I don't know why you don't see the level here. You do see the level here, but you don't actually see the level here, which is weird. Anyway, that doesn't matter, they're both 50-50, so that means it's a good time to fuse them. However, before I go into the whole fusing thing, I kinda have to bring one thing back from the dead. Just one moment. Long story short, I fucking managed to delete my Heal Magical Electric puppy. Yeah, okay, so as you can see, I'm a doofus and I completely fucked up when it comes to fusing. The last time I tried that, I completely failed, and that's kind of why I have this puppy here still. I don't want to release him because my feed has went into him, and I don't want to waste it. And also, he's, you know, not what I want. So I have, instead of following some dumb guides, I've decided to just do it in front of you guys, learning experience, the whole fusion thing. So, yeah. I have been buying a bunch of pets, and I'm willing to completely fuck up a bunch of them. I've gotten this guy, the Robo Buddy, Heal Decoy, don't care, Helm Bot, obviously, Electric first, don't give a shit. The point is, I'm gonna fuse those two, and I'm gonna try to keep the Helm Bot, and fuse the Robo Buddy into it. And I'm gonna try to see if I'll do it right. Only if I do it right and the Helm Bot is the one that gets preserved, either this one or this one, I don't know. This is when I'm actually gonna start to fuse this one. Here's another thing though. I don't actually know if I have the fame necessary. Oh, I don't. Either way, I'm still gonna do what I set out I was gonna do. So I'm thinking the way this works is you keep the Helm Bot open like this. And then you go to fuse and you select the thing you wanted to fuse it with. Like this, right? And if I do fusion. Yes! We keep. One should be uncommon. Yes, and it is. It is. Okay, so I was right. Now I can do what I set out to do. I know, a bit of a waste of fame, but it was worth it for the learning experience. Also, I don't have much fame. Yeah, I should have probably not did just did, but it was for the learning. I only learn by doing things myself, the way that I set out that I was gonna do. Man, this feels like some deja vu right here. What the fuck? Yo, I literally had a moment like this in the montage. What the fuck? Bro, I swear I'm not recycling footage on you. I swear I'm not recycling footage on you. Also, please don't die like her. That would be awesome. Fucking give me a white bag. Give me a white bag, and I think I'm living in a fucking fantasy world. I swear to God. Cause literally this exact thing happened in the montage, and I got a white bag. So yeah, I'm calling it. I'm gonna get another sea salt. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna. I mean, it's not a sea salt, but I mean, well, I'll take it. Alright, I don't even know. Is this a ring? Yeah, that's a ring. Okay, well, how good is it? Release a ring of fire when in combat. On shoot. Cooldown 3 seconds. Range 1.4. That's very bad. Okay, shots hit multiple targets. Shots paralyze and hit through multiple obstacles. Ignores defense of target. Paralyzed for 3 seconds. Shot effect. I almost thought that said self effect on self for free. Yeah, fuck that. Plus 80 HP, plus 8 vitality. Wow. So there should be like a ring of death around me. Is there not? I don't know. I listen. I don't like the stats too much, but Diva Trickster. I don't know. You know, for right. So that's one way to start a video, isn't it? Cool. So what was I even trying to say before I went into this whole madness? Well, there was one thing I wanted to say, you know, as I previously tried to say, but I failed to do so. I do have, you know, I have finished leveling up and basically started playing and maxing. And throughout the montage, you've seen me start maxing this exact necromancer. This is exactly the same necromancer that I was playing. That I was leveling up in the previous episode. Don't you worry about it. Oh, what the health and mana is different? Oh, the fame is different. But see, the items are the same. Yes, so they're the same character. I totally didn't die. In the montage, I would never. Yeah, so anyway, I fucking died like a little bitch. Yeah, I mean, so, okay, listen, this is how I learn, okay? This is literally, I mean, if at least it wasn't on a main character, alright? It was on a character that I actually don't really mind dying on too much. I mean, sure, I'm not the happiest that I died. I would have preferred a little bit more fame. And I was going to be, well, I was gonna be happier if I had gotten a little bit more fame before passing away on that guy, but unfortunately, that didn't seem to happen. However, I also noticed I didn't have enough fame to actually upgrade my pet yard, and I couldn't actually keep feeding my pets anything because they were already maxed. You know, because I'm a baller like that. So, you know, that's one thing that I did. Made sure at least I got that pet yard leveled up so I can actually fuse up to rare, which was important. Please don't disappear on me, Sprite World. Thank you. So, could have had enough fame to actually, you know, feed. I mean, actually fuse the pets after I got because I just managed to level up the pet yard, and that was about it. Didn't have more fame than that. However, I did still have enough fame to do my little experiment, and as I said, it was an important experiment. Because I was not feeling comfortable just following some guide. Ooh, look at that on the tag pushing. Anyway, what was I saying? Right, I didn't feel comfortable following some guide unless I literally did it myself. So I figured this was the easiest, the cheapest way for me to do that. I will try, however, okay, in regards to what happened in the montage, you know, I will try to get a little bit more fame on this character before inevitably dying. And no, it was not my intention. It was not my intention to die, as it basically never is. I mean, with me, come on. But either way, when it comes to that tea room, it's one hell of a mess. It is a messy tea room. Like, that shit is... like, the boss itself, okay, let's talk about the sulfurous wetlands. White bag, I'm feeling it. Fuck it, okay, whatever. Sorry, I was just... don't mind me, I'm just doing me things. Don't even worry about it. So, when it comes to sulfurous wetlands, the main boss is like, I mean, it's not easy by any means. I still wouldn't feel comfortable soloing it. But either way, that doesn't mean that I couldn't solo it. I think I could solo it, but I would need to have a range. I'm thinking probably on my archer or my wizard. I wouldn't feel comfortable on my paladin or even my... Are you still here? No, you're not. On my assassin, because I know I actually tried to do on my assassin once and I failed. So, you know, but the boss itself is fine. The tea room is a different story, and I was actually on my assassin when I tried the tea room for the first time. Since then I forgot how fucking OP it is. But either way, when it comes to the tea room, you know, at least I didn't die back then when I tried it. Now, when it comes to this character, the whole purpose of this character is to just play and die and try out things and eventually just die, trying to hopefully learn something in the process. That's basically the most important thing, I think. However, yeah, it's not this way, mate. It's not this way, mate. Sorry for the disappointment. I know I tend to do that. What? Look at this sprite work. It's artwork, sprite artwork. It's so cute, isn't it cute? Anyway, so what was I saying? Either way, I do, however, want to reserve those, you know, this learning experience, those complete, you know, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, you know, trying to learn and trying to, like, do things, trying to, like, do the more dangerous, difficult things and mobs and dungeons once I actually have some more fame on those characters, because, or on characters like this one, for example, because I don't want to keep leveling this character up. Basically, that's basically what it's. Yeah, that's it. But also, you know, I don't want to keep having to spend my well-earned potions trying to buy these things. Although those two things have literally been one rainbow pot each. Shout out to Bunny SMG. That's a name that y'all probably recognize. Maybe you don't. But ooh, rest in peace that guy, Blue Gamer. Yep. I bet you're blue about that dev, my guy. I'm so sorry. Couldn't help myself. Either way, I rush. I'm here at Rush. Is he gonna rush? I hope he is. Anyway, yeah, this is actually something I dropped in the montage also, you know, represent, check out the montage. It was in the beginning of the episode. I have no idea how the fuck you would get to this point of the video without actually checking out the clip of me getting this. Maybe you skipped the montage. Do you skip the montage? Why the fuck would you skip the montage and then get to the commentary? I don't know you. I don't know your life, you know. This guy is doing a considerable lack of rushing right now. Talk about disappointment. Anyway, what was I talking about? Right. This thing has literally been laying in my vault for a little while. So I already had that. So it's not really that big of a deal though. I mean, this is something I don't really want to be losing too often. I could maybe, if it happens again, I might have to count my losses and just use the fucking astral. Just try an astral for a change. Because I don't wanna like, this is actually like, what is it, like a mana, like a life pot? I don't know the traits right now. The traits, it's weird. It used to be like 2 life pots back in my day, and that was like back in my day. That was like 2.5, 3 years ago. So, you know, that's not something that I would like to get back to too often. Troubling times from my past. By the way, I do make music, in case I haven't made it clear in about a million fucking shoutouts already. My music is focused mainly on my quite troubling past indeed. So in case you care and give a shite about me, check out my music. You know, I already have 2 songs uploaded on my channel, Vanilla Zappin. So feel free to check that out if you are interested about learning something more from your boy. Either way, let's go back to this thing that we're doing. Right. I do like this room. I feel like rooms like these are important. I kind of feel like most of the dungeons don't really have quite as much variation as this one. Like this room, for example, is like it's bigger than the boss room, isn't it? Like this is, or at least it's very similarly sized to the boss room. See, that's how I feel like. Those 4 little chambers, they each have a white demon in it. It's actually pretty cool. I really like the way that it comes together. And then there's also like a bunch of different like structures. Like it feels like you're actually exploring a city. The dungeon that I'm actually thinking about right now, that is kind of similar to this, is the UDL. I also really like the reworked UDL. There's also a lot of different rooms there too, but it doesn't quite feel like as uniform as this one. I mean, this literally feels like it's got walls that are breaking down. It's some sort of like a structure building, I don't know. I really like the way that this dungeon works now. One thing that is a bit sad, for example, Sprite World and Snakebit, I know they have both been reworked as well. However, none of them have, I feel like, the level of reworked stuff in it. Like the Sprite World back then and now still looks extremely similar. Now, I could be wrong when I say that. I don't really know, to be honest, but I know it looked very much similar. The boss has been reworked, but I wouldn't mind if there were like a bit more variations to the Sprite World. I feel like, you know, I get it. You got, as I came across throughout this episode, there has been this little sprite artwork that, you know, it's quite rare. There's a bunch of rooms like that, but I mean, it's not all that exciting once you've seen them all. There's only a few variations. So I don't know, I feel like the rooms, the general layout, not really the boss fight, but the general layout of what's happening. I don't know what the fuck this guy's doing. Like, okay, you know what, fuck you. Whatever. The general dungeon layout itself, though, should be a little bit better. My opinion, just because of the pure amount of things that you do. Like, how often you do that dungeon. How often do you do a Sprite World? Well, it's quite often, so it deserves a bit more love, if you ask me. One more dungeon that you do a shit ton is actually the snake bit. Yeah, the snake bit. The thing about the snake bit is that it hasn't changed like at all. The enemies within the dungeon itself have changed, but the actual like the actual like rooms itself, like, I get it, you break rooms to get from place to place. I get it. That has always been the same pretty much. But I just feel like it is a little bit too boring. One dungeon that has a lot of variability and a lot of like, well, different like sprites and variations, and it's really cool, is a dungeon that, well, I personally don't do quite as much as I probably should, and I know it's a community favorite because a lot of people do that dungeon still. Almost just died, yikes. Right, anyway, so yeah, I'm talking about the Woodland Labyrinth. The Woodland Labyrinth, I've actually seen a video. I'll see if I can remember actually shouting this guy out. I don't think he needs a shout out since he's way more popular on YouTube than me, but I really did like a video that he made about trying to find like the rare items, rare like rooms, rare room types. There's like the hero's sword embedded in it like a stone or something. I don't know what the fuck. The Woodland Labyrinth got way more like love and attention when it comes to just the pure amount of building into the actual dungeon itself. One thing that is 100% a shame is simply just the... Ooh, I will drink this, and I will actually take this because it can give me heal fast. Which reminds me, I could probably go and do that. One thing I'm not happy about when it comes to the Woodland Labyrinth and many of the dungeons currently is Let me just quickly open this. I'm hoping for, well, not a duck, because that is magical first, which I don't want. Sorry, ducky boy, you gotta go. You gotta go, and I don't want to go to Nexus yet. I do want to go to a vault, because I have few potions. Now, one thing that I forgot to do, oh, look at that, perfectly 16 out of 16. This thing, I don't know how I feel about it. I have to sleep on it, feel maybe you need to have the more like items for it to really make it shine. I don't know. What did I want to say? Yeah, one thing I wanted to do though before I head into something else. Ooh, look at that. My sorcerer is looking fire though. I get it. Last 2 episodes were heavily spent around actually mainly focused on my necromancer, and my necromancer itself, well, he's been the focus of this episode as well, and the majority of the montage as well. So that is something that I do want to, well, I don't want to say fix, but it is something that I want to change in the upcoming episodes. I guess, you know, I can make a promise right now. Next episode will be showcasing this guy. Yeah, so that's gonna be something I'm gonna be doing. I don't think I quite need to keep so many defenses now, because like the majority of the defenses were actually spent trying to, or like that was the goal. The goal was to buy the pets I wanted, but I don't think I quite need that right now. I do, however, have a knight, and I do want to be playing on him too. My knight is a different story. Once this guy's 6 out of 8, or at least 4 out of 8, you know, not including attack and wisdom probably, I will be... What will I be doing? Well, doing stupid shit, basically. I will be doing some stupid, silly things with him. That's gonna be the main objective. I could put this on, but I don't really want to do that because, well, don't really have a reason to do that, I feel like. But hey, look at that. I'm actually 1 defense away from maxing on this guy. That's actually pretty fire. We'll see if I can manage to do that by the end of this episode. It could be something I do next episode anyway. Let's see if I have like a random attack defense potion lying around. I guess I don't. Well, anyway, how much longer do we got until the end of this video? You can just check the bar on the bottom, but I will just check the recording software. For now, it seems that I can record like 1 more dungeon or so. Yeah, on a slightly unrelated note, I have come across a certain issue that I have been trying to deal with within myself. I'm mainly talking about the fact that I keep overworking myself, which isn't ideal. I would like to get into this realm though. That would be Bogu. Either way. One thing that I do a lot is I overwork myself, and I don't know how to pace myself. There are way too many things that I do, and I keep on adding more and more things to this list of things that I'm doing. And the problem obviously is, well, okay, basically to give you some more context, I think I might make a fully fleshed out video about this in the near future. Don't really know exactly when that will be dropping. I don't want to make any promises anymore about the things that I will be doing, simply because, well, with my song Sabotage, I have actually hit a bit of a roadblock. I had to work incredibly hard to get this video done, and I sort of kind of a little bit well, I started working on the song too late to be able to finish uploading it on the 1st, which is what I set out to do. And unfortunately though, for me, as soon as I was actually done with it, instead of taking a break like I should have, I didn't take a break. I actually just kept going. And eventually a week went by and I sort of had a mental breakdown. I'm not gonna lie, I deadass did. So that is something that I need to... Please don't die in a Sprite World like her, that'd be great. That's something I need to work on still. So that's for this reason alone. I will be... I will not be... I said out here by declare, that I will not be making a montage in the next episode, simply because it's too time consuming and because the editing time, it took me like 4.5 hours to edit it this time. So I need to basically make sure that we don't worry too much about that. Yeah, so I'll basically just make sure that I don't overwork myself. I have started doing many other things, many of them I will be sharing with you. A lot of it is to do with my second channel, as previously mentioned. Check it out, it's in the description. However, when it comes to the things that I'm doing, the things that I have started to do, I actually... have some new things, some new exciting things planned for this channel as well. In the future, I'm not gonna say when, in the near future hopefully, or throughout the year probably, I will be doing two things. Audiobooks for Realm stories, which I'm writing, and secondly, I will be making songs based on Realm. Basically characters or monsters, dungeons, whatever. So I think those are quite exciting things to look forward to. Either way, that's enough from me. I've said quite enough in this episode. I humbly thank you guys for watching once again. Again, I hope you guys are having a great Monday or the rest of the week in general. And I will be seeing you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.